Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Arklands Outsiders. When we last left our heroes,
we were dead.
I was not dead.
Makoto sacrificed herself, pushing herself to the very limit in order to restore the hit points of her entire party. Ray broke his staff of power and ended up on the elemental plane of water. With an extraordinary luck roll, was able to be returned in fighting shape.
Ridiculous.
The Outsiders fought till the very end, and even offered a chance of
Redemption-ish, kinda.
possible redemption. Unfortunately,
Atonement.
It counts.
God believes in second chances.
Unfortunately, this attempt was refused,
Mavericks didn't.
and
You got impaled twice.
Mavris was killed. The Outsiders won the day. Unfortunately, in his final moments, Mavris did regain his breath attack, and the gathering energy exploded outwards with his death, knocking Riss to 0 hit points, and presumably Einar as well. Though when
The math checks out, so.
when the smoke cleared, Einar was gone after having struck the killing blow. And so we have Ray Galdier, standing alone on a battlefield with fallen friends.
After a big explosion.
And a woman who looks like his wife did.
I hate both of you.
What's that thing about stories being poetry?
Ow.
For that is where we return
That's why I don't like poetry.
for this final episode. Welcome back.
What'd you say about my mama? Well, I wish.
Ray.
The first thing that I'm gonna do,
Besides panic.
I didn't say you gotta roll for that. I didn't say so.
he remembers. He sees the parallels to what happened 5 years ago.
6 now.
Yeah. He sees Makoto. He sees Riss. And he doesn't see Einar.
Yep.
Where's the crown?
That's right.
I'm going to say, make an investigation check.
25.
Investigation check I rolled.
25. As a result of the castle being wiped from existence, there is rubble and debris everywhere. But in the direct center of the platform, you do see a glint of something shining. Riss, I would like you to roll a death save.
Another one. I passed the first one.
When did you roll that?
You rolled that
Just
before.
Oh, yeah, before Camus rolled one. Ooh, that's a fail.
And I'm going to say I want you to roll and keep it to yourself.
Oh no.
I like that roll. I'm glad you're in for that. preventing it.
So, you see it.
How far away is it, and how far away is
No
Riss?
peeking. Riss would be within 40 feet, give or take.
Brother, I can't get to you in one turn, so...
How far away? Yeah, you're fine. Do what you gotta do. Like I said, as long as we get Einar back, we'll be rezzed. So
We don't know
Well-
if he's coming back.
Who knows?
that's why I said as long
I
as.
I could be sitting here to just not do anything.
He's gonna go to Riss.
Live a good life, my friend.
You're able to, with the way initiative works and all that. You can get to him. I'm gonna say roll one more.
I won't look.
You saw what it was?
I did not.
Gotcha.
That's right. Just tell us if when he gets to you to try and res you that you're dead and you rolled a nat 1 on that one.
Gotcha.
If you did, ask Amy. Because I cast Cure Wounds at first level
Okay.
on Riss.
With 2 failed death saves,
Oh, good.
but not 3, the spell takes hold.
You got minimum healing. You got 8 hit points.
That's
Wow.
about right.
Listen, that's all he needs.
That was a 1 on the D8.
It's literally all he needs.
Yep.
Riss, your eyes open.
He will look around as well. And, take a good, aw, you hit me first. Thank you. And then get up and start brushing himself off.
Understood.
Welcome back, my friends.
Yeah, I would say the crown is about 50 feet away from where you are now.
I'm gonna start moving towards it.
Okay.
Bonus action, not bonus action, but for my action, I'm gonna dash to it.
Dash.
Yep.
You run. You're able to clear out the rubble, no problem. So this is gonna be fun. You hold in your hand the crown of the unfinished.
Is that in the list of items? No, okay.
It radiates power. And from the checks you've made before, you know that there is a powerful creature bound within it. And attuning to it can overwhelm the wearer. But it can be done instantly.
I'm gonna go over to Makoto.
Okay.
Riss will attempt to salvage scale from Mavris.
Mavris is gone, bro.
Was he done? I forgot about that. Oh, yes, he did.
He got what is it?
Deceptive
Was he
evaporated.
Yeah.
Infinity Award?
Yes, he got Infinity
Yeah,
Ward.
you got snapped. There we go.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
He will not do that. He will follow along with Ray, kind of see what he's doing.
Yep.
I know he's not here.
I want to point out, this is the end of round 9 since Makoto's death.
Do you have anything to bring her back?
I am I can't remember the term, but I'm the weapon, not the healer. I assume then our primary healer got yanked somewhere.
I don't know where he is.
Not to ruin the moment, but gentlemen, can you please speak up?
I don't know where he is. Is that better?
It is taking all the restraint I have in me to not punch you in the face. So no.
Well, if you do
that's
that,
not
I wouldn't be
better.
able to talk at all.
Can you please give him one?
You only have. Uh-oh.
4-1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And start talking like the Charlie Brown.
So, you stand above your daughter.
Is there any glimpse, essence of Einar at all?
Nothing.
Is Riss able to do something like, hold the phone.
What?
Timing matters.
Riss
What are
will
you doing,
go,
Ray?
actually, as a spellcaster, real quick for me, if she's dead, is she willing?
She's an object.
It's the soul that matters.
Damn,
Oh.
Drake.
A corpse is an
true.
object.
Well, okay, so because that funny point, but what would Ray say?
You've just objectified Makoto.
It's not just her.
Oh, okay.
If anyone
yeah.
dies, you're an object.
You see Riss just
Sorry. Objectification is just another way of saying dead.
don't worry, Ray. She's just been objectified.
Anyway.
But
I could knock you out with one punch.
that was not Riss. That was Bill.
Okay.
Riss, though, standing next to Ray, kind of goes actually, it's been a while since I've done any kind of spell casting, and
Do you have?
he will cast Sequester on Makoto.
What does that do?
If the target is a creature, it falls into a state of suspended animation.
I mean, at very least, it would keep the body.
Just
from
the
decaying.
target. It becomes invisible, can't be targeted by divination spells, or perceived through scrying sensors created by divination spells. If the target is a creature, so it doesn't count if it's an object.
Yes.
Dang it.
A very
It's a good
interesting
try.
thought, though. If you needed to keep her there for a sustained portion of time, then that would be very feasible. But yeah, sequester is more of a, I'm gonna hide you away here.
But that's where it's, for me, it's, so it won't cease time for the body. Okay, gotcha.
Even if it did, the problem right now is her soul drifting away.
That's true, that's true.
There are spells for that, though. Gentle repose will prevent a body
Yeah.
from decaying.
Yeah,
But
and
I-
will keep the soul
I'm a wizard
kind of tethered to it.
and can't
Does it?
do that.
Gentle repose extends the amount of time that you have to cast certain spells.
Oh, that's good to know.
But talking through this, he would not do that because you were like, what are you doing? Sequester? No. Yeah. Oh.
Ray waits. Because he can't do anything.
Okay, so this is, before I thought sequester. What could Riss do? I guess it would be like, a petition like Geth would do, but, Arya's all about fate, chance. Will you just offer a prayer up real quick?
I'm gonna keep that in mind because depending on what happens next, that might be very useful.
Okay.
Do you want to try the crown?
I think he would.
It's risky bisky.
Riss not doing any stuff.
I think Ray would put on the crown.
Okay. I'm going to roll the damage of attuning to
if
it.
her eyes were not closed, Riss
Understood.
Put
And
pennies over
because you are doing this in this moment, as opposed to waiting, you are still resistant to all damage.
Ha.
Which means that I do not believe this can down you.
How many dice?
It's 8d10.
Yeah, that's max 40.
I'll be
8d10,
yeah, I'm
80.
fine.
8d10 is 80, but he's
Oh.
currently resistant to all damage.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry. That's the 3.5 hours
All
of sleep
good.
talking.
Do you need some more D10s? Okay.
I'll just use a d100.
Because Ryan has some. I will share.
10,
That's
20,
a lot of nines.
30, 38 damage. Psychic.
Halved
Halved.
to 19.
Good math.
See, I can do it when it's not me.
Good, because I had no idea.
Yeah, no, that. Yep, you're right.
I'm always right.
Okay. You are attuned to the crown of the unfinished. As a note, what do you unattune to?
The staff is gone.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
that's true.
You're right. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a free spot.
That works out.
Amazing.
I did not plan it, but it works.
Can we roll, or is this going to be a rule implemented in C2 for the movie abilities or for like attuning? You know how, bro, how many times you failed in the end?
We'll do we'll C2. I've got
Okay,
ideas for that.
Gotcha.
All right.
But you can attempt to use it. You have a
Is-
10% chance of it releasing the creature held within.
Doesn't that go up with every use too?
That's what, a 2 or below? Would
No, you
roll
roll a
D100?
d100. And that is where the intervention of the Goddess of Fate might be very handy.
Do you have Fortune's Favor?
I used it.
Don't you have multiple casts of it?
You should.
I probably do from a level up. Let's see. It says once per long rest, but let me check the actual cloak.
I don't think it's from the cloak, it's from the...
Feature. The piety feature.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's once per...
24 hours.
Ah, because it's your charisma modifier.
Yeah. Minimum of 1.
Yep. So. Let's roll that D100.
Can inspiration be used for D100?
Sure.
Good, because I'm going to need it. That's an 8.
What about the Goddess of Fate thing? Does that cause like reroll?
Riss, I'm going to... How do you attempt to appeal to Arya?
He probably would have been focused on Makoto, thinking it would help Makoto, but he will appeal to Arya
Well, you're appealing to for Arya's intervention
in general, yes.
in general. And this is to the... Because if it gets summoned and released, then the spell from the crown doesn't go off.
Yeah.
He will essentially go, if I have used your gifts well, intervene for me here. Step in place of fate, of something to help us. Also, I haven't seen you in a while, so...
You find yourself outside of this moment in time. In every direction, all you can see is starry sky. Above, below, reaching out as far as you can see.
So what's he standing on?
Nothing. Make a persuasion check.
12.
Hovering before you, you see from an infinite distance below, a mote of light rises until it is directly in front of you. You don't know how you know, but you know that if you take it, you'll be given what you asked, but you will owe something in return. You appealed based on your service. And yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
Where's what and just touch the moat?
Absolutely. Roll again.
Okay.
There we go.
70.
I saw a 0 again.
There were 2 zeros there, but thankfully there was a number in front of the bad 0.
And
Makoto Galdier.
as you place the crown on your head and attempt to channel its power, you feel it surging through you. And you lose control of it. You swear you hear cracks as the crown begins to split open. And then a simple melody. Just a few notes, sounding like they're being played on a harp or a lyre. And you have control once more.
I'm not gonna lie, that just made me think of like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very simple tune, just a few notes exactly like that.
I think wrist touched it, came back to the moment, and was like looking at Mako like, did she even hear? And here's the crown crack, and I'm, oh, okay. He's like, thank you, Arya. Favorite ancestor.
As you reach forward and say your daughter's name, you see sand and dust begin to swirl around you as it rotates around your arm, reaching forward. All around you, the debris, the sand, the rubble floats off the ground for just a moment, and you channel the power of an ancestral crown.
This man's
Second
worn
time.
2 of them. You might be closer to a deity than Einar is.
Nah, I'm just using their stuff.
And Makoto's eyes open. Okay.
Well, it's good to know you got your resurrection genes from your dad and not your mom.
Riss did not say that.
Hana Galdier. As I use the crown again.
The man who's like, nah, I don't want it to come back. Really?
Roll me a D100.
I'm not helping this one.
24.
Just so you know, it does increase even if... So, that is 4 above.
I'm very well aware that it's above.
Oh, that's
Okay.
You bastard.
Upon hearing that, yeah, Riz kind of goes, Ray.
Would you like to say that to her yourself?
First off, you're the one who's meddling.
I want my daughter to grow up with both. I want my daughter to live with both her parents.
Make a dex
grown-up's
save
a little late.
with disadvantage. By the way.
Yeah, I realized growing up was a little late.
That's a 16.
And Riz goes back down. What's
That's,
minimum damage?
12 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Riz is back down.
As a chunk of rubble.
Oh.
As you say,
Well-
glad you inherited the ones from your dad, not your mom. A chunk of rubble just goes donk.
Technically, I have evasion, so it's halved. So I'm at 1 hit point.
Yeah, perfect. You just get bodied by a piece of rubble, and you're just like,
He kind of bounces and like on Makoto's shoulders, like, are you gonna try and talk some sense into him, or leave that to me? Because not the best here at that.
Risk.
she is speechless at the moment.
I know what I'm doing.
That
I
does
don't
not mean it's a
think
good
that,
thing.
I don't think that Ray would have the chance to say that. Because you are, once more, channeling
Oh yeah,
the
that's
power
right.
of the crown.
Yeah.
As you reach out. True resurrection does not require a body.
Yep.
Riss also, by the way, goes, oh yeah, sorry, weak as hell, and helps Makoto to stand up and like kind of go off to the side.
Yep. Once again, sand, desert sand, swirls around you as you stand in place and reach out. You begin to see the sand coalesce into a humanoid shape. Details become more apparent. Months ago, you stood in the realm of a deity, and as swirling pages parted, you swore you saw your wife for just a moment. But now, in this domain of dread, as the sand falls away, Hana Galdier stands before you, alive and well.
Ray will fall to his knees from the exhaustion.
He doesn't even have the chance to. She rushes towards him and just like catches him before he can fall. Makoto, it's a really good thing that you're supporting her right now because on top of Wish, actually, never mind. She died, and she was brought back with true resurrection.
She's at full.
She's fine.
Yep.
Ah,
Like, she was still, waking up from being dead, so it was appreciated. But the strength debuff is gone.
she runs forward and Riss goes, another miracle.
Oh no, she doesn't run forward. She almost collapses.
Oh, I was like,
As,
jeez, Makoto, like, let's at least, okay, fine, you get a pass. Has she seen you? There's your Makoto's.
as Hana slowly, reluctantly pulls back from the embrace, not fully letting you go. She cups your face, says, "You are an idiot."
I'm a very selfish idiot. I'm aware.
Riss is just nodding his head.
And I love you for it. And she just kind of
Oh yeah, he's
Tilts.
fully at her mercy right now.
she kind of just tilts her head forward and just forehead against forehead.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
Ray
you,
is crying, not Ryan.
you traded your friend for your dead wife. Understandable.
What makes you think I'm done?
Oh, what makes you think you can bring Ida back with that? I don't think it's gonna be that simple, my man.
Makoto kind of half steps forward.
And Russell.
Yeah, and I think that's what gives her, and she barrels into the two of you. Oh yeah, she tackles you to the ground.
Understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah, family huddle.
Yep.
As the three Galliers, well, not quite stand, but are together once more.
I dreamed of this day. And now that it's here, I can barely believe it. For once, I successfully protected and saved you both.
It was never your failing. Ray, you are and always have been a good man, a good father, and a good husband.
He starts losing it a little bit. Just ever so he starts to... The eyes get a little watery. It's because of the dust.
But if you ever do something so stupid again, I will... Just don't.
Okay, so... anything changing in the environment around us? Ray kind of looks around.
Makoto does look at you and just go... As she says that, Hana has no attachment.
Yeah.
But Makoto looks at you and just... What happened to Einar?
I think he was disintegrated.
Yeah, but that's happened before.
Yeah, for good this time, I think. I'm not sure.
No.
That's why I'm waiting.
My guess is he was yanked.
Because I don't know what happens when you kill a Titan. That is exactly what he did.
And with that... A few minutes at this point earlier. Einar. You, with the spear of your deity in hand.
That's right, you're a badass.
Yep.
Struck the final blow. You plunge it through the back of his skull and saw as the necrotic energy poured forth from the once friend in front of you. You felt the power of it decay your skin as you watched your hands, your arms, your entire being rot before your very eyes.
That's gross.
Had a little bit of Indiana Jones and...
That was a scene.
You don't know how you're still conscious. You don't know how you're still thinking as you're reduced to sinew and then bone and then nothing.
I've become one with the ether.
Ugh.
You're gone.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good time.
But you're also not.
Can Einar still, like, look around him? Is there anything around him?
You're not there.
Make
Am
a
I
soup
am I
check.
just like in a nothingness?
You,
Oh, that's gross.
let's see. Is this the right?
Who do I get the spoopy music?
Tired Will heard you say poopy. I said, yeah.
You can't do that without a body.
Yeah.
That's true.
You find yourself, yeah, floating in.
Toilet.
No, I'll take it for him. I will take the damage for him.
Nope. I'm down.
Take your 3. The wrist passes out again.
Yeah.
You earned that one.
I did earn that one. I'll be quiet now.
You find yourself floating in pure darkness. The only time you've ever experienced something like that is on your entry to the Shadowfell. As you passed through the cavern. It's very spooky. And then you're not alone. In front of you is a corpse. Mavris's corpse. Floating in space.
Thank you, Will. Wait.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
No, he's soup. It doesn't matter.
You don't have a body.
I have the essence of Einar in the
We need
palm
a
of
little,
my hand.
little icon like the that box. Einar.
Wait.
Just a little text.
Wait.
Einar's now just a pencil lead.
And you watch as a similar process happens to his body. Not the entire thing, but it's like watching a accelerated time lapse of the decay happening as the scales fall away and soon there's nothing left but blackened bones. As his corpse, his skeleton, very obviously being puppeted, looks at you.
Can Einar express in some way?
What do you
Make a
attempt to?
soup.
I just wanted to say, this is really weird, but I don't know if he can actually speak.
The words echo out.
Oh, wow.
You have no mouth to speak with, and yet the words seem to echo within the space.
And you get weird.
What's the empty space? There's no walls.
Einar can't see what's puppeting the corpse.
It's less so like literal puppets on strings, more so it's moving in such a way.
Like dry bones.
Einar's gonna shift to this side if he can do that. Hello, Mavris?
No. And the voice echoes with countless voices upon voices, like 1,000 people are speaking at once.
I see. Are you the Titan? don't want to chat, okay.
We
Our legion. Sorry.
were.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of like just look around.
Am I stuck like this forever? Alright, you gotta stop doing that. That's really weird.
This one failed. This one betrayed.
He does that. Or did.
Shadow fell. Has purpose.
And what do you want with me?
You. And from within the bones, there's almost this cracking noise as black marrow just begins to kind of drip from the skeleton. Whatever's going on is either inherently creepy or not supposed to be happening, and you're not sure which.
I was just gonna like try and back up and be like, oh no thanks, I already have black ichor flowing through my veins. I'm
Russ is
good.
like, you made this bet, you lying it.
Rissa's soul is kind of floating into the ether and gets just a glimpse of this weirdness.
You are next.
Can we not do the creepy, cracking thing? I'd prefer to remain alive and not weird, spooky.
This, as the skeleton kind of raises its hand, new. We will not let the mantle pass unless we know you will do right.
Well, not that I feel like I've done a very good job with my life. I have tried to do what is right.
Not good or evil.
Or do not. There is no trophy.
What is required? That's what you need, isn't it? What is required of the position, for lack of a better term.
Shadowfell has purpose.
I'm just gonna float something closer to it.
Exist.
Yep.
And as you move
Barely.
closer, it becomes apparent that the reason for the cracking, the jittery nature of it is this is not supposed to be here. The process is usually more immediate. The previous entities, whatever power or consciousness is the Shadowfell Titan, is literally holding itself within Mavris's corpse, refusing so that it could have this conversation.
Ah. Interesting. Honor will float towards it, something.
What is required of me? What tasks would I fulfill?
Dread. Domains. Punishment. You oversee. Craft. Choose. Worthy punishments.
And what would happen if I were to refuse in this moment?
Death.
Well, that's not exactly preferable. I'm glad I've been given a lot of options.
Not yours.
Whose?
Everything.
Let's raise the stakes a little bit.
You can make an insight if you want.
Yeah.
I think I know
With
what
a
you're saying.
passive 21?
That's the point.
Yeah, it's less so truth or lie, more so,
So close to a nat 20.
Nani?
It was. Hey,
I mean, rolled was 19.
you should use some Amy inspiration here. Why not?
With a 19, you remember the research that Ray did about the Shadowfell and the fact that Mavris's use of the power was abused and unstable. The ramifications of that, it's not like a yes, this will end a world, but it's also not technically out of the question. It's like the idea of like, oh yeah, anytime they turn on a particle collider, there's technically a chance that it'll start a black hole. It's a small chance, but it's a chance.
Wonderful.
It's unknown, because this has never happened before. At least not in recorded history.
How long would I serve?
And there's as it looked down and back up at you, indicating it being a corpse. It's not a thing you can retire from.
Cool. Lifetime gig and beyond. That's great. But I spent my more recent years trying to prevent lives from being lost. Guess it would be kind of pointless if I stopped now. I have one final question. Could I still serve my king?
How?
You know, I'm not sure. I suppose I just want to know if it would be possible if I found time outside of this to do anything else. Or am I restricted permanently to this domain?
Bound.
Well,
But perhaps within answers. We remember. We remember the world.
Comer.
We are older.
I suppose I have the rest of my life to figure it out. Just don't make me talk to you all the time.
And as you reach out, there is a sense of acceptance from the 1,000 voices. And the bones finally give way, crumbling into nothingness. And what looked like black ichor or marrow just twists and writhes. And you reach in. And you find yourself in what could best be described as an office.
I was like, no, I'm confined to a cubicle!
less of a cubicle, more think Oval Office.
Oh, okay. Wow, he's the president! Mr. President?
You gotta go get yourself some people to staff this domain, my friend.
Hey, what happened to the souls I trapped a while ago? The Cyclops, the Wyvern?
You made the Cyclops the receptionist.
The Wyvern does the coffee runs.
The nice thing about the Cyclops is everyone would know exactly where he's looking.
Einar Kasabov. Now, the Shadowfell Titan. You are not
Congratulations on your promotion.
present on the physical plane,
Okay.
but you do have an awareness of it.
Interesting.
And you can see Mavris's domain. As well as Riss, passed out on the ground. Ray rushing over to him. 8 hit points of healing.
Oh wow, I get
And
to
then
watch.
going for the crown. You see all of it unfold. Perhaps if you had more experience, you could have intervened yourself as well. But you're a little new to the job.
Yeah.
You need a mentor.
Hey, voices, how do I do stuff?
Is there an onboarding process?
There's a,
Training program.
as a dusty and ancient looking tome hits the desk.
Oh, Riss would have said, nope, I'm out.
First edition. How many volumes are there?
And
Eternal.
I don't know. This thing's like 3,000 pages.
Yeah, Riss would have.
I guess I have the time.
what do you want to attempt to do? Because
I want to return to them.
Okay. And as you think about that, the door at the the end of the room.
That's not creepy at all. I guess this is what we're doing.
He's gonna walk through. He's gonna like peek his head through first and see if he sees anything.
Well, the door is kind of just filled with dark. Can't it's not like tangible darkness, more so just like the hard line of a shadow, and where a bright light is. Even though the room you're in is definitely not bright light.
Well, he's gonna walk through.
You walk through.
I'm sorry, Hana. You're probably going to have to... Einar!
Yes?
And upon that, Riss goes,
Like, Kasabov gets stuck in his throat. You're alive?
Well, I'm not
Anna looks at him,
dead, per se.
looks at you, takes the crown off your head.
That's fair.
Hi. Who are you?
I know, I
"Where's
presume.
it, huh?"
I'm just gonna look at her, look at Makoto, look at her, look at Makoto.
Ray.
I'm very happy right now.
Einer's gonna walk over, put his hand up.
Mrs. Galdio,
I know,
I
right? He has a
assume?
21 on insight.
Nice to meet you, Hana.
You're going to give my father a heart attack.
This is a crazy day.
To say the least.
Like I said, I'm happy.
I'm sure you are.
Riss is passed out because of Will
Oh,
shenanigans.
Riss is...
Einer's gonna walk over.
Riss- Interesting.
And attempt to heal him. Does it work?
As long as you don't think I want to banish him or something like that, yeah.
What is going through Einer's mind
Einar is like,
as he looks over at Riss?
he looks over and he thinks, I don't know how to do this, but I don't want Riss to be hurt.
Riss, you wake up. You have hardly reached out.
Riss, quit sleeping. This is...
Riss kind of rubs his head and says, I didn't sleep. Fell over, apparently. And will stand up.
You have a terrible constitution.
It's got a terrible filter.
And Einar will help Riss up.
You know, last man's like, well, it's about time you got yanked back. Did you yank back or were you disintegrated? Because
I have a question.
I have a bet going on.
What is Einar currently wearing?
That is a good question. What is Einar wearing?
Yeah, that would catch Riss's attention first. Should Sans be the answer?
He's not naked.
Okay.
I think Einar would have noticed if Einar was naked.
What?
Which Einar? Big Einar or little Einar?
Here's the reality: is what would Einar? You are probably appear to be wearing exactly what you had on before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why
The
Riss
black
isn't
armor.
phased. He's like,
Okay.
you know, just disintegrate.
Okay.
She yanked.
That's just what Einar's used to wearing now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know what happened. I didn't resurrect you.
As a fun fact, though, Einar may not notice in this moment, but Einar is not wearing anything.
I thought we just established that.
No. He looks like he is, and he's not naked underneath. He is everything that can be seen right now. That's the form that he has manifested. And so the armor is a part of him as much as his face or
So I
anything
can't
else.
take it off?
Sure you can. You This is how Einar sees himself right now. So this is how he looks.
Interesting.
You're on another stage
You-
of meta.
You were existent.
Incredible. Interesting.
I'm confused. What just happened? This is not in character.
It's not a hand inside a glove. That's him.
He's a god, so he can just make.
I
okay,
can now
yeah,
become
okay.
whatever form I want to be.
Yep.
That's whack.
Within reason.
Could I be another Riss?
If you do that, he will.
Does Einar see himself as Riss?
No.
Then no.
Few do.
Does Einar see himself as our friend?
Yeah.
Then he
He
appears
is able to appear.
There you go. He appears to reign a 3-piece suit. With a tie.
I don't think that's how it works.
You are the god.
I choose how everyone sees me.
For
You don't get to choose how
for
you
D&D
see
Beyond
me.
purposes, waking up 1 hit point. Gotcha.
Sweet. I have no idea how you're here, but I'm very happy. So,
Yeah, obviously.
we succeeded.
And
We did.
Drinks all around, boys. That was probably my most favorite.
Who's talking right now, Hana or Makoto?
Makoto.
Okay.
I think I have enough charges to.
Send us home.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Oh, actually, never mind. That's teleport, not plane shift.
No, I cannot.
Oh, very good. Oh, you can't?
Nope.
What about?
Good
Hana.
night. I don't know. I don't believe.
I don't like Makoto's squeeze method.
If I remember correctly, Hana you didn't have any teleport spells.
Looking up her character sheet.
I've never seen that. I didn't know it existed.
You're higher level than her.
I am?
She was level 15 when she died.
Oh shoot!
Wow.
I assume she's aged appropriately through the years.
No,
It's only been 6 years.
it's only been 6 years.
Yeah.
Ah!
And they were the same age.
Oh.
Yep. So she's like 28.
She has no teleportation spells prepared.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
She's got disintegrate.
That's not helpful.
That's like a true god here.
Well-
Wait, isn't Ray like 38? So that would make her 32.
34. No. How old did we establish Ray was?
No,
I don't remember.
because
Well, years passed too, don't forget.
He is 38 now, sorry. He was so she died 6 years ago, so she is 31.
Riss is closer in age to her than you are.
That's weird.
That's weird considering how originally we thought you were like 45, I think.
Well, he was
Originally,
originally
Ray was much older.
Yeah.
But then story got in the way.
Ah, love that.
I do too.
Einar hasn't changed a bit.
Nope.
Except at some point he gained personality.
You mean
So did all of us.
You mean Black Ichor inside your body?
Well, okay.
so
I guess we have to wait for a day here. Hopefully this place remains.
Einar's gonna try something.
okay.
Einar wants to look to the side and make a gateway to the material plane. I don't know if he can do it, but he wants to try.
Where?
Where would he make it to?
The ship.
I think I think that's the only home he's really thought of as home for the last little while.
A door appears
And it's a boat.
with a familiar blue wood.
Riss kind of like looks at you.
Ray also kind of looks at you.
I much prefer this method.
What is this spell?
Riss goes, I know. This is a Titan.
You would be correct. This is now my domain.
So it did work.
50-50 shot. I got it right. Are you? You got it again.
Okay, those are decent odds.
What was the other 50?
That he wasn't a Titan.
That he
Oh,
got
so
it.
just because it's yes and no, that's 50? Okay, sure.
This is why his appeal was based on performance.
That's right.
This is not
that
intelligent.
intelligence is too high, and it's a 10.
I now have control. More or less. I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but
Sounds fun, I guess.
Oh, I'm glad the fate of this realm is in your hands. I'm gonna go back to my material plane.
Are you coming?
I can't leave.
And by that, I'll kind of hold Riss up. Oh!
I am
Turn back around.
now bound to this place. This is home for me now.
Really? And Ray kind of looks around at Mavris' domain.
Which, by the way, is basically a blank slate at this point.
Yeah. This place kind of... It's not great.
Einar looks around. He tries to summon some palm trees.
You don't seem to be able to.
Interesting.
I'll have to work on the landscaping, but I don't know how to do
Yeah.
that yet. So
Okay.
I'll
I know a couple guys.
figure it out.
Not on this plane, but you know.
So is this goodbye? Or see you later?
Well, I don't imagine you'd want to go back to a domain of dread.
No, not really.
So, yes, I think this is the end.
Well, now I'm less happy than I was about 5 minutes ago.
But you are alive?
We are a strange amalgamation of things. I'm not quite sure calling us alive is quite there.
I don't know, what's 15 times 73?
Can you give me a easier equation?
He's alive.
Or at the very least, you're still you.
For now.
So. Didn't know so much terror could fit into 5 letters. 6.
Well, my friend, hopefully one day we will cross paths again.
That's right, I know you're getting a little tongue-tied.
I'm very emotional right now. It is very hard to keep a straight face. My wife is here, my daughter's alive, you're leaving, there's a lot going on!
Makoto hugs you.
Yeah, Einar's gonna give her a really, really tight, long hug. He's not really gonna let go.
Careful, you're a titan. You can really not ever let go.
I will, just give me another minute.
That's not
Einar
what
is-
as well, but yes.
Einar is definitely tearing up a little bit.
You 3 strange beings have
Now that's
made-
rude. She just came back.
We can put you on the floor again.
And I will bring him back. Every time. Please don't.
That sounds like a fun game.
Please, no, please, please don't.
Makoto is going to essentially cast Gravity Sinkhole.
Can I make it not happen? Is that a thing I can do?
She is not intending to do damage. As a graviturgist, I'm gonna give her this.
Okay.
She's just trying to pull you two into the hug.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. That's
So
fine.
this is a strength saving throw?
Con save.
I feel either way. Ooh, that's a 21.
Fail.
Yeah. I would have
19?
Yeah, it was. Hey, I don't have the staff of power anymore.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
And
gone.
Wrist is kind of like, okay. And just kind of gets zoomed in. Well, this is different because I guess you weren't walking away with us. You're not dead, but
No, it's. I mean, we thought that there would be a good chance of at least one
can
of
we
us.
test if I leave and call your name to like come back and hang out? Can we test to see if that works real quick?
I would be more than happy if you would.
Now, hold on. Also, okay, so before I let go, should I officially do Titan of the Dread? Or should I just say Einar Kosabov? Or is like Einar kind of like Yenzi's name where
I
you'll
think
smite
Einar
me?
will be enough.
Oh, okay, good, okay. I like that. Alright, so. There's the hug. And he'll run out, go through the door, and be on the ship. Kind of like check through the door. See that's the realm's not there.
As you go through the door. You walk through and find yourself in the cargo hold. You look through the door. It leads into the galley.
Okay. Einar, can you hear me?
Can I hear? No.
Well, that's also how Briss would have done it. So,
Can I still see him through the door? Be like, Einar.
When I leave, try sending, and we'll see if there's some way.
I will try a lot of things, believe me. I'm not exactly willing to give up on you guys if I can help it. But
Nor are you.
I know that this is not a gift.
It's a responsibility.
But the alternative was worse. A repercussion we didn't really think through before.
No, I had a feeling.
Well, not the repercussion I'm talking about, but yes. If I didn't do this ever
The destruction of all the different realms because the Shadowfell is what kind of holds them together type
Oh,
of thing?
well, you did know, okay.
Yes.
Not so much it holds them together, more so domino effect.
Yeah. If one realm goes, that's one link in the chain making everything weaker.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, somebody's gotta upkeep this place.
Well, if you need anything, let me know and I'll be there in a heartbeat.
I think for now, you have more important things to worry about.
Hana has walked over at this point. Yeah, he might be busy for a bit.
damn, Briss with this issue there. For that.
Makoto, your parents are gross.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so sorry.
She hugs you again.
Hana, it was very brief to know you, but I am glad that you are here. He needs somebody to watch after him.
I know. Thank you for doing that while I was away.
You assume it wasn't the other way?
We watched each other's backs.
How many times do you have to pick him up?
Stop counting.
Well, there was that one time he died. Oh my gosh. I've had to heal him multiple times, but I don't think he really went down all that much. He probably
wyvern.
made you.
Makoto just... The wyvern.
Okay, well that was a long time ago, but yes.
Yeah.
Where's your way back into that closet?
He's done all right. And he was a good friend.
As were you, it seems.
More or less.
More.
I did have that spout of being corrupted. That was fun.
But, in the end, you overcame it.
You know, when I failed that ritual, I never thought I would be this. But I didn't think I'd be anything. So I guess this is better.
This shows who you truly are inside. Never forget that. You are greater than you think. Especially now. You are a tremendous friend and ally.
And a brother. I was gonna put out his hand. Do the man clasp.
Be well.
You too.
Makoto goes in for one more hug.
Makoto, I would take every hug from you for the rest of eternity.
I know. Just getting one more in.
Who knows? Maybe I'll find a way. I've got the rest of eternity to figure it out.
And what it's worth, for the rest of my mortal life, I'll see what I can do in bringing a deity to the material plane temporarily.
As long as it's not you-know-who. She's already pissed at you.
No. I need to thank her. Correctly.
You probably should.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to be my uncle.
I was very happy to be it.
She squeezes and then reluctantly just pulls away.
Ray, I do have one favor to ask, as I will no longer be the Prince of Shadow. If Yunzi needs anything to help him return,
Don't even need to ask.
thank you.
Pleasure. Good luck. You can't die, so I can't say don't die.
Well, you never know. We did kill Mavericks.
Mavericks killed the one before him.
So,
There's a reason there's 1,000 voices.
yep. So,
Like I said, if you need anything, call.
I'll figure out a way to get a hold of you.
Ray takes one look back, and we'll wait for Makoto and Hana to walk through the door before he does.
Hana goes through first. Makoto kind of looks back and just nods before walking through.
Goodbye, my friend.
Farewell.
Walk through.
You see Riss sitting in the cargo hold, like, told the rest of the crew we'd be in a second.
Thank you. That was surprisingly well thought out. Good job.
Every now and then I had my moments.
You do. Glad to have you here.
Did you have a proper goodbye
I'm sorry?
with Anna?
Oh, yes.
And as Ray walks through the door, it vanishes.
Time to get to work, I suppose.
And Einar is going to, if he can he sense where the rest of his tribe, his village is?
From here, no.
What about the ones that we found?
Rather, while you are present in the domain,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
But as you return to your office, which, similar to your form, you could shape to be anything. You get the feeling this is a remnant of the previous holder.
Well, Mavericks did have some style.
If anything else, that is true.
And Einar's going to imagine a mug in his hand.
Dang.
Okay, maybe this isn't all gonna be bad. He's gonna lean up. He's gonna lean back, put his feet up on the desk. Robes. All right. If I'm going to have to do this for the rest of everyone's lives, I might as well be comfy.
And
Einar
he
in a
will-
set of black and purple silk robes.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you need to make that mini.
I already have one.
But from your office, yeah, you can sense all of these scattered people.
Cool. Einar will begin the process of returning them home. Collecting them all, sending them back.
And with that, I think we move into essentially the epilogue.
Yep.
So, I would love to know.
Well, we didn't get to say goodbye yet.
Where the heck do you think you're going? You're on my boat. You're stuck with me.
Alright, fine, we'll find out in the epilogue.
So, I would love to know what
I know exactly what Ray's doing. He's taking Riss back to his home island on the ship.
He would have asked when Joel came through, said his goodbyes and all that, and then essentially said, well, I have a family to reconcile with, a woman to marry, and an ancestor to serve. So,
Riss, we're already on our way back.
I know, I was going to ask if you could teleport me to Zora.
Oh. Oh, that's where you want to go first. Understood.
I can.
Figured it would help break the ice if I brought a new person to the family. Not married yet, but you know.
Tell you what, why don't I, Makoto speaking, why don't I, we can go there while Dad introduces Mom to the crew.
Introduces Mom to the crew. That's a new one.
Bye! Slams the staff down. And before you have the chance to hit wrist for that. And
Incredible.
But that would have been the end. So now we can do the epilogue.
No, the end is. So, do you want to go meet the crew?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Fade to black.
I was gonna pull out an old reliable Sapphire power now.
The original.
I think that trumps Einor's expansion. So how many charges
Makoto,
is
you're
that
getting a
staff
sibling.
have?
Hell yeah, she is. Maybe 2.
Oh my god, could we plan it to where we were raising kids at the same time?
That'd be amazing.
So, it takes at least a few weeks, possibly a few months, too, because the Renegade is up near Kinyavel.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
That's a little ways away.
It's a bit of a journey, but
You know, the other side of the world.
I think that, knowing it's possibly the last time y'all will travel together, it's like and Einar's not there to be afraid of the water, so
As a note, there is no water in any domain of dread except the worst ones.
I was like, oh, you did this during life? I got a special prize for you. Kiddie pool.
Behold, a puddle.
I said, awaken fear.
Einar has one fish tank, but it's one of the small ones.
Little renegade bombing down it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
ship in a bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Einar would do stuff like that. He would be like, man, I miss the Renegade. I'm going to make a model of it. He'd have like 700 messed up versions before he finally got a good one.
I love it.
Yeah, because if it's by thought, you have to think of every detail.
Hey, hun.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Yeah. Thankfully, the burden is not entirely on you. There's a process to making it, and a lot of domains of dread are drawn from the memories of the inhabitant.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's not so
Einar's
much
like a project manager.
a little bit, yeah. It's more the concepts and the choosing. Oh yeah, these memories are going to be what fills this up, and et cetera, et cetera. And honestly, if at some point you have something in mind that Einar would like, Einar could make a proper domain of dread for Mavris.
Yes. Flip it. Flip the roles. He
I-
becomes the throne.
I think Einar would be satisfied. Because does Einar have to make a domain of dread for him?
No, the point of your role is that, to a degree, you are the one who gets to. The purpose of the Shadowfell and the domains of dread is to be prisons and punishments for the worst of the worst.
I think Einar would not. For 2 reasons. 1, because he does pity Mavris. And 2, because as much as it would feel nice to have that revenge a little bit, Einar would prefer if he never had to deal with Mavris again. It's like the just to try and make sure we don't risk anything.
No, the best punishment would be to make him one of your subordinates.
No.
Seriously. That's not a bad idea.
Nope,
Because then you can keep an eye on him.
Let his soul drift in the ether.
Or you do like Super Mario Bros. And shrink him down and keep him as a pet.
That's insulting. I love that concept. Not going to do it though.
So, But if there is anyone in mind, there is like an entire guide as to how to create a domain.
gosh.
Have fun.
Yeah, we can go over it at some point. But near the end of your, maybe like a month in to the voyage.
I was going to say end of your life. I was like, dang, we're really skipping that.
No. You guys do get a message, an invitation to a funeral. To the funeral of Sulan Tavi.
My man.
Scheduled for like 6 months from that point, but
Got it.
it appears that he finally reached his end. But in the meantime, go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Good luck. 50-50 shot. Wow.
10.
You get slapped, but there is a reconciliation with Zara.
That's
And I
what we
think-
call it. Okay.
Let him have his moment.
I
We
think.
left on good terms. Rich just was away.
No, you just left.
No, you didn't. You left with a letter.
That is
That's
like
not
the
the
worst
terms.
way to leave, my man.
Left.
Trust me, Ray knows.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a decision that Riss will be punished for ad infinitum.
Yeah.
But she's going to be there to do that. So, I think she joins you on the boat, and so it's
Very nice.
it's Hana and Ray.
Wait, do we still have Zara here? Zara!
Hello.
What did Zara do? Does Zara join Riss on the boat?
Oh yeah.
Alright, there we have it.
Like you should slap or punch him first, and then probably kiss him on the cheek.
Aw.
On the cheek.
Listen,
This
Makoto,
is for-
Makoto is there.
This is for leaving me, and then kiss. This is for coming.
Heyo.
Oh,
Hey.
There we go.
Good reference. I approve. But yeah, I think you guys have the ladies get to know each other and talk about how stupid their men are.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
Wait, how much time?
Ray is not stupid.
Thank you.
He's just dumb.
Perfect.
I accept that correction. What's your wisdom?
14.
What's your wisdom in regards to how you act?
2.
You're not here.
I am always present.
But voyage goes off without a hitch. What do you guys get up to?
What do you do? Other than Zara.
You gotta get married first. So he literally would arrive at the destination,
Fair enough.
arrive at the island, arrive at home, reconcile with family,
Yeah.
introduce Zara to him.
And in addition, Malia is there.
Yeah, entire family.
Wow.
And
It's
so,
weird. You now know what the wings that she has feel like.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Does she still
look
have
at
them?
that. We're like twins.
They're not magical wings, they've been grafted onto her, right?
They're magical. She was. Mavris used a blood transfusion, essentially, to make her into a draconic bloodline sorcerer. As opposed to that coming from a draconic ancestor, it was a more direct fashion. One of the higher level features of that subclass is getting wings.
Pseudo medicine.
Malia,
Right?
may I try something? Do you want to keep those?
The power's in my hands now.
Should you ever not want them, let me know, and we can see what we can do. We helped Korvaki, and I'm more than willing to help you as well.
Hey, now we did help her.
Good luck.
Yeah, there's definitely some tension at first, I think, but
So it was like
remnants-
crisis moment back in the dread
Yeah.
realm, and then it's like, yep, we're back in real life, and it's like, oh
It's
yeah,
like, but I think over time, remnants of the childhood bonds and all that kind of resurface, and there's still jokes about killing each other, of course, and probably a decent
Riss
amount
would
of-
bring
yes,
up multiple times.
a healthy sibling relationship.
Yep. Yeah, that's about right. Oh!
Yeah.
This is a side note. We can go over this later if you want to, but Ray wants to go check out the Dragon Cave.
Riss also to like rope in Malia, well, we haven't talked too much about it, but we'll be going back to Ares, and he gestures to Zara. But as like a roundabout trip, do you want to go see Stalwart, KO, and the Owlin I almost killed? I forget her name. I don't know.
Oh gosh, we didn't.
But we can
didn't-
visit her
we didn't
too,
help
so-
that one.
She wasn't there.
Yeah. Hey, can you try and do what I was gonna do? Thank you.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Sweet.
Help.
No.
Do you know what? That's accurate. What'd you roll?
5.
No.
I appreciate it, and I would. If you end up checking up on them, let me know how they're doing. But I think I've spent long enough away from home.
Understandable. And you always have a place at Ares.
Eris.
At this
Realm
point,
of God.
At this point, I've just
Read.
accepted
That's right.
that Will mispronounces like everything in Arklands.
I really did.
He can't pronounce Waimarie. He can't pronounce Eris.
Hey, what's the name of the old world that was destroyed?
No, this is not fair. 'Cause
He just said it!
I know, Comer.
Hey, well done.
Okay, good.
But I was going to say, I was like, that would have been like, what's Yimzi's real name? Huh? No, who's that?
Who's that? Is that a new
Akala?
character?
What?
Oh, here.
Oh no, they're all dead.
Um,
Acolyte sounds like acolyte. Or acolyte.
how about 10 months from now? You would have received an invitation for a wedding.
Oh,
All right.
I like it.
Yep.
Sweet.
And that's thankfully not the first time that you'll see each other, because would you both attend the funeral?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Makoto would as well.
Einar would, but he's a little tied up at the moment.
He's a little bound.
Thanks, Greg.
Not Briss. I
Maybe I don't want to go to the wedding. Dang. No.
I don't want to hear it, Mr. Staff of Power.
Yeah, really though.
I think at the funeral, passive perceptions again?
17.
24.
With a 24,
Precisely.
you see what you think looks like a black bird for a moment, but then you see more reptilian features and realize it's a small wyvern crafted out of shadow.
Do you point it out?
What part of the services is that?
It's
It's
kinda
Riss. He probably would have like laying there like.
Ray sees it and goes over to it immediately.
I think
Guessing.
it's just it's not like nearby. It's like watching from a distance kind of thing,
Okay.
from a high vantage point.
Okay. Ray just kind of gives a little. What's up?
Riss will hold up, the hilt of Danger Day and put it back down.
Speaking of, as the wielder of the sword that Sulan gave his life for, technically that means that Sulan is attending his own funeral.
Amazing.
But
He really is Nick Fury.
yeah,
Yep.
a little bit. The thief that y'all got to know.
Oh, the little girl?
Oh, bless.
She, she doesn't speak, but through an interpreter, gives a very heartwarming speech about what Sulan did for everyone, what he meant, and how the impact of what he spent his life doing is likely to last 10 times longer than he lived.
Just
saying
whisper
something.
down to Dagger Day.
Yeah.
You gotta live a long time, buddy.
I cannot remember her name off the top of my head.
Riss will try to steal something from her during the proceedings.
Appropriate.
Very well done.
When it comes to a Thieves Guild funeral, I feel like there is no better way to honor the head of the Thieves Guild than to
You know what?
thief.
That's kind of valid. I
Well, specifically since he still remembers how much of a turd she was with his daggers.
Hatsa.
Hatzo, that's
Yeah.
right.
And she still has the shadow glass daggers.
Nice.
He will try to
Wonderful.
steal. Does she have one or two?
Just one.
Oh yeah, he'll try to steal it back, quote unquote.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
Oh.
21.
Who is that?
21. She is actively keeping an eye out. She knows better.
Yeah.
It's only a 15. That being said,
Uh-oh.
it's your passive perception?
24.
Let's take a look at your character sheet.
Oh, I would like to roll. You got to roll.
yeah, that's valid.
Ah, yes!
Well,
Worse.
25.
Oh, never mind. What?
Remember?
Yeah.
She rolled,
That's right.
she rolled a 29.
Let's go!
I think you swapped blades.
What'd she take? Did she take Sulan?
She took Dagny Day.
He's not upset, but he's also like, ooh. Well. And so later, essentially, at what point does he notice? Like, do they lock eyes and like, yeah, we know?
Yeah.
Then, we're like, Hatso, pleasure to meet you again. Pleasure to steal with you again. Would you like to swap back? Because that one talks back. Hold on to him for me. Try not to kill anyone I know with it. Alright. And that is how Riss passes on Dagner Day.
Amazing.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I imagine there is now just a tradition of people stealing Dagner Day.
They can try.
Yeah.
He goes, hold on. And he'll, like, can I say one last thing?
Yeah.
And he'll take the sword. Not to you, Hatzel, to the sword. Behave yourself, but have fun. And he'll give it back.
You've never heard the sword speak. It's only ever been emotions. But this is an emotion that it communicates a single word. Always.
And he'll be like, hold up, Hatzel. That thing can talk? Give it back.
It's very clearly not a
Oh, gotcha.
not a verbal word that is comprised. It's just a
It's a feeling.
feeling.
You got the feeling of
that's so
always.
clear that it is communicating
Gotcha.
that.
Riz was about to be like, hold up, give him back. But yeah.
Yep. Let's go on. Is anyone else of note invited to Riss and Zara's wedding?
Whoever showed up for the final battle, obviously.
Yep.
Every one of those.
Kudo. So on the way to visiting the Stalwart and all that, he'll also
Yep.
look for Kudo and the Owlin. Hold on, do we know what happened to Kudo? I forgot.
He's gone.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, totally different person. Totally different name. Probably doesn't even remember.
Yep.
Riss would have shown up anyways. And like, would you like to come to a wedding? Oh my god.
To-
Persuasion. Kudo. Or who? The body that
Good
You're
luck.
not able-
they're not even able to find. Him.
Yeah.
He's disappeared.
Understood.
Kudo is a. Yeah, there's no methodology outside of random chance. It possibly doesn't even look the same.
The Owlin.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say,
I will help with that.
yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
That I can do. That is a 26.
I think it takes a little while, but you are able to find her.
Might take some convincing, given that last time we saw her, we nearly killed her.
Riss, he literally would like approach her like, hands are free.
You find her in a cave behind a waterfall. The original location of Mavris's lair.
Wow.
She appears to have been fending for herself over the months,
Oh,
catching, rodents and such. But otherwise, still very visibly corrupted.
Riss is gonna look to kind of gesture to you. I assume is it just the two of us, or is Makoto there with us?
Oh, Makoto and Hana.
Makoto and Hana are absolutely there.
I forget Hana's there now. Yes, we will gesture to you.
Let's try it. Dispel magic at 8th level.
Okay.
And I'll have Makoto do the same.
Okay, I'm gonna have both of you make an intelligence check.
Got it.
Yep.
Amy!
You
Go for it.
Oh, you have one? Let's go. That's better.
Okay.
flying intelligence.
What'd you get?
That's good.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, between the two of you,
Let's go.
you are able to dispel the magical corruption. I don't think she's gonna be at the wedding.
No! This was after the wedding.
Riss probably so. When he had visited between Malia and KO and Stalwart, who seemed most concerned about the Owlin? Because he probably would recommend that she go
KO.
live with that person.
Yeah, probably KO.
Probably KO too, yeah.
Actually, I think Stalwart.
Yeah.
Then she,
Really?
Looking after the little one.
True.
That's a good point.
KO has always lived a very regimented life. Obviously, you can't go check up on KO. Can't go back to paradise.
Oh, yeah,
That's right.
He can though, right?
He can.
Riss can.
Riss will,
Yep.
assuming she wants to.
I
accompany
think
her.
at that point is where Ray and Riss will part ways. Is when you go to search for KO.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. This is pre or post wedding.
Pre. This would probably been before the funeral, I would imagine. Like
Oh, we're
maybe
doing this right
spend
now?
Well, I imagine we spend a couple of months. Because like the wedding, I guess no, because yeah. 10 months later, yeah. So this would have been after the funeral.
Yeah, so between the funeral and the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Which makes sense, going over there and then it's like making the loop back before
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a parting ways and like, okay, see you in a few months for your wedding.
Yep.
Like it.
The girls are having a lot of fun
They
behind
really
this
are.
curtain.
Yeah.
What y'all doing over there?
Stacey dropped her cupcake icing on the floor, just the icing.
No!
Oh, that's the literal worst thing that could happen.
Wow, that's impressive. Good job, Stacy.
Thanks.
My wife.
My wife.
It's just like,
While you're there, can you deliver a message for me?
It's like 5 words with nothing. Yes, I can.
It's short. Head to Hana's home brewery.
Your what?
Head to Hana's home brewery.
No. Hana just asked you that.
Oh. I'm a successful business owner.
And Rizzler holds up 2 fingers. And a drunk.
No. I've kicked that habit.
And a gambler.
I know.
Just making sure.
I've kicked one of those habits.
How do you think I finally convinced him?
Actually, I've kicked both of those habits now.
Listen, it's something.
Really? It was a gamble to bring her back, from what I remember.
And it worked! Didn't it?
You want to talk about the first one?
No.
Okay. Oh, also, while he's in...
Message, right.
There it is, yes.
Let Dashi know to visit us, though, please.
Where is there?
Meyer.
At his home brewery.
Hana doesn't know that.
Yep. We'll go there soon. That's where I currently call home. But I'm very open to moving.
We'll figure it out.
Riss would have specifically invited from Ray's family. Dashi,
Oh my gosh.
the grandmother. And
Irie?
the cousin. Or whichever the niece.
Yeah.
Irie? Yeah, it was Irie.
Irie.
Of course.
He would have literally
The young
found her.
one comes.
Perfect.
The grandma does not.
Is that a one?
Let's try not to be too offended.
Okay.
Dashi does come.
Okay.
There's like a small wedding gift from her though.
Careful it might explode.
She sends it with Dashi.
Amazing.
Be very careful, she might pop out of it.
Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing.
Here, honey, you can open this one.
This will forever be known as a yin in the box.
Do you open it?
Does she? Yeah, that's what it is. Here, honey, you open this one.
She doesn't know better. She opens it.
Oh no!
Inside is a smooth black stone.
Ooh.
Takes it out of the box. It's rounded. It's kind of like oval, and the part that was down in is like a nice little plush box. Heavily resembles an eye. And there's an inscription on top of the box. Always watching.
You invited her.
On the inside lid.
He's like, oh, that's sweet. I don't know who it's from. Don't ask me again. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else he would invite, because he pretty much covered most people at the battle.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So everyone on the crew. Hana and Reagan get along very well. Yeah. So you settle down with Zara in Eris. And
Cheering his wife on as she does her dangerous races. Occasionally participating.
Nice.
hell yeah.
Probably gets kicked out a couple of times.
Yeah. Well.
And actually, so, Riss officially will make good with the law. He'll pay off whatever fines he has to not get arrested.
Yeah, that's doable.
And then turn right back around to, what's her name, who's now head. Because wasn't Amy's character put in it as head over to
Kana?
Kana.
Actually, first it was the other dude.
Oh, was it Kadir?
Right, because he takes over temporarily.
Yeah, Kadir takes over temporarily, but neither Kadir nor Kana become the official guildmaster.
Who does?
And then turns right back around and essentially say, you ever need a lieutenant of Arya? And so that's how he lives his life.
Got it.
Raising
You
his
are-
kids in all the right ways of sneaking and thievery.
I think there is a point a few years down the line when you wake up from sleep hearing a simple melody. And there is a mission of varying intensity, which is how you are able to repay your debt. But a service done for Arya. And I'm going to just keep that as a fun little plot hook for a later point.
I like it.
And Ray.
I think Ray would do a mix of... No, that's exactly what he would do. He would, one, bring Hana back to the brewery. This is not where they're gonna stay, because it's no place to raise any kids. Reconnect with Dashi and have that interaction. Yeah, Hana's back. You're welcome.
Yeah, kind of makes you feel like a jerk, doesn't it? No.
Uh-oh.
He barely does not have a heart attack. Wadashi is very retired at this point, and the wounds eventually were able to close, but he has permanent damage from the attack that he was the target of.
Did we ever figure that out?
Nope, we didn't
Did
spend any time on
any
it.
of the members of the Himitsu family find out?
You're not sure?
Listen, if you want to do a little side quest with Rish, you know he'd be 100%
Did
down.
Kosen?
I think that's possible.
I think there might be an anonymous letter sent to the Admiral at some point. But I think Ray would start studying the Shattered Realm in depth to try and figure out what happened. Well, he knows what happened. Try and figure out
What's next?
pretty much. And I think if he doesn't settle in Eris, he would settle on the borders of Eris and Vala.
Okay.
Should we roll percentage dice to see if we have kids at the same time?
Yeah, let's do that. Basically,
Or
what
would
I'm
it
getting
be-
at, Trey, is
Oh, one more.
Ray wants to start a school.
I think. Yeah.
53.
67. Well, I'd say that's pretty darn close.
That is pretty close.
It is. You both have boys.
Let's go! But yeah, Ray
yes,
wants
you
to start a
settle-
school dedicated to studying the Shattered Realm.
You settle. There's a town there called Arix. That I think you and Hana set up shop in.
Good drink. Good food.
And over the years, it's less of a school, at least at first.
It's more of a library or a study of some kind.
It's more of a. It's more like grad students.
You
Good.
definitely have the money for it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and as the years go on, I think you're able to meet up with the Friends for Hire again, as well as
They would have gotten invites as well, obviously, to the wedding.
very nice.
Especially the rogue.
As well as some of the other groups that you met, for instance, at the tournament.
Who was the one on the what was the one group Briss clicked so well with?
Binarium,
Binarium. They would have also gotten invitations.
Wicked, and
Wicked, yes. I enjoyed Wicked.
Wicked was
Wicked
one
was-
of the groomsmen.
Wicked was very confused when he met Hana.
Briss was like, so, assuming he
God,
was
I
there,
hate you.
Briss would have been like, I've waited for this joke for years, you know.
But
Just kidding, it was only like maybe a year at most, but still. Worth it.
over the years, it becomes very apparent that the Shattered Realm is active and dangerous. And between the different groups of heroes, you realize that kind of all of you were stopping world-threatening quests, threats, kind of like all at the same time.
Makes sense.
A lot.
Not really.
A lot had happened and continued to happen.
There were a lot of long-standing problems that went unfixed and kind of happened all at once. Like when you leave a machine that needs to be repaired desperately on and it continues.
It's very true, but it doesn't look like it's slowing down.
That's a problem.
And I do think that starting from the seed that is Ray's study with a handful of students that are also studying the Shattered Realm, starting from that, there's an idea that maybe the best thing that these heroes can do is train the next. And I do think that over the years, over the decades, a school is constructed, partially with the funds that were retrieved.
Yep.
Hey,
Speaking of-
Maverick's paid for it!
Maris paid.
Look
the
at
Blue
that.
Dragon paid.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Also, funds from that were used to repair your home, I think.
We're gonna have to help people recover emotionally.
The one guy who ate the fish. Especially
Yup.
him. Poor sap.
I'd like to think that your islands started to, well, maybe I'll leave that one out, because...
A slight return to normalcy.
Yeah.
Or what passes for normal in a world such as this.
Yeah.
And so, over the years, what is Einar doing?
Einar's just doing his job.
Just finally finished landscaping.
He does. He's got a nice little oasis. He's got a couple coconut trees. You know, all that good stuff.
Ray's like 93. I've lived a long, painful life.
Einar, here's this bush.
I wonder what my friend Einar is doing.
Einar's like laying in the hammock, sipping from a coconut. This ain't too bad. But no, Einar is probably trying his best to diligently do the job and do it as to the best of his ability. But he would also be looking for ways that he could reconnect with the world.
I like to think one of Riss's goals as he gets older, and as a bonding time, because I rolled and he has 3 kids, will be they'll go on little quests, because they got plenty of money, to try and find a way to the Shadowfell reliably.
You have 4 kids?
4 more? Or 4 total?
We'll go with 4 total. Ray gonna be old.
Yeah. I think it's, you have the son, and then twins.
There we go.
Alright, there you go.
There you go.
Oof.
Makoto helps. Yeah, she's kind of like an aunt to them, because there's a 20-year
Yeah.
age
It's a
gap.
bit long.
Yeah, but it's it's a good life, and I think you're never able to find safe passage, but there are some reliable ones.
Can I roll to see if Riss is ever able to, not with his kids, if it's not reliable. But visit the Shadowfell, letting Ray know, of course.
Yeah, I think you are.
Ow.
It's not something that's advisable to do often, because even if the Titan of the Shadowfell, the Titan of Dread, is a friend, doesn't mean that the Shadowfell isn't still the Shadowfell. It's not exactly conducive to sanity. And
Is there a way that
happiness.
Einar can help to protect them from it?
To a limited degree, but it goes against the nature of the realm.
We stop by for tea once every decade.
There you go.
Or even, like once a year.
Yeah, heck yeah. That'd be great. In the afternoon.
Yeah. It's more so not spending a sustained.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't want to get
Of a
overdose
yearly
of the dread.
meetup.
Yep. They hang out, slap each other around a little bit, exchange,
Do you
current
ever
events.
change up the office?
Over time, yeah, Einar probably periodically changes it just to keep things, fresh. At some point, it all resembles Vala. At some point, it all resembles his brewery. At some point, it all resembles the Renegade. It goes back and forth between different things.
Very nice.
It ends up becoming a once a year he changes it, just to kind of be like, oh, they're in town. I need to freshen up.
I like it. And so, with Ray settling down in Arix, preparing the next generation of heroes, and Einar keeping his
Doing his
promise,
thing.
and Riss living a
Just listen, continuing on his legacy.
Risk doing risk things.
Wait. Do me a favor. Roll to see if you get arrested again.
Yes!
Okay, hold on. Do we want to recreate the stealth rolls like that procedure, or just the D100?
Roll D100 if it's low enough, you'll roll stealth.
Wait. We gotta determine what's low enough.
Riss would not settle for anything low key.
He
I
would
know
not
that
have done anything easy, but you also have to factor in that now he has Zara saying you're a father now. So
I'd say 25% chance of failure. What do you think? 25% chance?
Alright, I'd say that's alright.
24?
He gets arrested at least one more time!
At least
I
once.
would love to decide what that is in the future. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
This is a
I
job
know.
he does with the oldest son. Risk decided this when I was thinking of names. So I think it'd be son and two daughters, but oldest son is named Sulan.
Wonderful.
Which he would have gone on a job with Sulan. And essentially like, don't tell mom.
How old is he?
Huh?
How old is he?
Old enough to get arrested.
So we're talking
15,
like
got it.
15?
Yeah.
He didn't get arrested.
That's my boy. He would have. Okay, so he would have gone. It would have been Salon Hatzel as well. I think he would have tried to row Hatzel in.
Oh yeah, no. That's why Riss got arrested.
The Rangers of Nonsense.
No,
No, Hatzel.
Who's Hatzel?
the
Oh,
mute-
the her.
The
Yeah.
mute thief.
Nice.
Yeah, no, she, there was probably some kind of, like, escape rope or something, like a tool that you were going to use to get out. She picked it off of him.
Yep.
And she and Sulan... Whoop!
Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Amazing.
Yep. I fully accept that.
She also ensured, with her connections in the Thieves Guild, that he didn't spend more than a couple days in prison.
Which.
Because she fully meant that as a prank.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And with... Honestly, that fits. We have the rogue still leading a chaotic life.
Yep.
The wizard studying.
Things. You would have probably approached him like, I'm starting a school, and it's just like, why? Like, a school? It was like, alright.
And the cleric serving a greater purpose to a higher power.
Yep.
Whoa, this is raising a respectable
Oh my
family.
god!
Very high purpose.
But yeah, I think that's a very fitting conclusion to these stories. And with that, that is the end of the Outsiders campaign.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it, guys. 4.5 years.
Can I level up first to level 20?
I don't think Ray levels up again.
Einar has no more levels. Einar is beyond levels.
That's true.
Thank you very much for joining us. And we're going to be taking a bit of a break.
I'll find
Letting
something to
ourselves
put up.
freshen up. We'll probably have some one-shots. We're going to be doing a mini-series.
Okay.
That
I'm
was a
totally
nice-
prepared for that.
Good.
But in
Good
a-
luck.
Thanks.
And not too long, we will be back here with Campaign 2. Had the glimpse of that with the hunt for the Luciform. And I think we are all very excited.
Oh yeah.
And we will see you then. But for now, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you later. Good night.